Don't you just love that song?
Yeah, Burna Boy is a personal favorite of mine, and I got to say that he's probably my top one artist this year of my Spotify.
Yeah, same. One of my favorites, definitely. Should we move on to the first segment?
Yep. Our next segment is called Debate But Don't Hate. And today we have two special listeners, Jaden
Hello, hello, hello.
and Richard.
Hello, hello, hello.
This is where we'll be stating questions or facts or opinions of our own that we think are slightly controversial. Merlin, do you want to take away with the questions?
Yeah, this first take is a pretty recent take, pretty controversial in itself. It's can you defeat every dog type that there is?
Yep, I'm beating the dog.
All right, Richard, you were straight away with that. Let's cut to you first.
Okay, so I want to talk you guys through my game plan, okay? A dog at most is about 3 feet off the ground with a bit of muscle, but that doesn't matter, okay? I have 4 pieces of attack, furthermore even 5, okay, that could beat the dog. The dog has his mouth. All I got to do is slap him in a guillotine, and once he's there, he's not leaving my arms.
Richard, can we ask you how tall you are?
Oh, I actually love that question because I'm actually 6'6".
You're 6'6". Okay, yeah. I reckon you would definitely be able to beat any sort of dog.
Thank you,
fair.
thank you.
Jaden, your opinion?
I would have to disagree with him, actually, because even though he is 6'6", which I do have some questions about that, dogs are able to jump almost 3 times their height on average. So I'd like to question how you think you would defeat this dog. You said you would get into a guillotine, but I feel like once that dog bites you on your arm or bites you on your leg, it's pretty much over.
Okay, well, I just want to say, once the dog bites me on my leg, I still have 4 other pieces of attack that I could do. Punch him in his stomach, bite him in his ears, kick him in his balls.
You're going to bite the dog on its ears.
Yes, I'm going to bite the dog any means possible. If it means that my family survive, life on the line, I'm doing anything I can to beat the dog.
So what would you say to the news and the stories of people who die to dogs, people who get attacked viciously by dogs while fighting back? These are grown men, by the way, and grown adults.
Well, that's a good question. The reason why these people die is because when the dog jumps at them, they jump backwards and they fall backwards on their back, leaving for the dog to just have a big meal on their faces.
Listen,
Right.
I think your average Joe walking down the road would not be able to beat a dog. Let's be honest.
Thank you, gents, for your input. And now it's time for the second question. So the next question is, if there was a train coming towards 5 people and there was one person on the other track, would you pull the lever to save the 5 people and kill the one person, or would you let it run through the 5 people? Jaden, let's go first.
Man, this is a hard question. I mean, you got to think about morality here. Pulling the lever makes it that you'd kill one person, but you have to take into account the predetermination. The cart's already going to kill the 5 people. So, am I really in the place to switch it and kill the other person? Maybe come back to me. Switch it over to the other.
Yes. Richard, what's your take?
Now, I'm so happy this question came up because I came up with a pre-planned argument, okay? Now, I saw something on TikTok. What I would do is I would pull the lever. As soon as the first half of the wheels go past, I would instantly switch the lever back again, and that would auto stop the train, leaving for all 6 people to survive.
Listen, there's no working your way around this question. It's either 5 people die or 1 person dies.
Okay.
You're not outsmarting it, all right?
Okay, so if I had to pick, I'll let the 5 people die. I'm gonna keep it a buck because I don't want to.
You're gonna let the 5 people die rather than 1.
Yes, because I don't want to be the reason for someone to die. But again, like, I don't want to, because if I pull the lever, I've killed that person. However, if I let it happen, I could have stopped it, but
Would you not say that you're the reason for the other people dying?
I would say I'm the reason. I feel like I'll be the reason for any of them dying, but it would be better to not kill a person than to be the reason for them dying.
All right. I don't know if we would all agree with Richard there, but it's time to move on.
All right, gents. Now it's time for our next segment, Split or Steal. And now it's time for the rules.
The rules of split or steal are very simple. These 2 gents, Jaden and Richard, will be competing for £100. They'll come to a conclusion each, whether they want to split the money or steal the money. If both of them say they want to split, they'll split the money evenly with £50 both in their bank account. If one person splits and one person steals, the person who has stolen the money will take all £100 for himself. However, if both people steal the money, they'll both be going home with £0 each.
All right, gents. We'll give you 1 minute to talk among yourselves and decide whether you will split or steal.
Okay, listen. Your name's Jaden, right?
Yep.
Please, we need to split the money. Okay, please. Wait.
Split the money, really?
Yes. Don't do this, please, Jaden, please. We have to split the money. Okay, listen. You live in Kentish Town, right?
Yeah.
There's even more of a reason to split the money. Because I don't want to be that guy, but if you steal the money, then it's just going to be...
Okay, I get what you're saying. You want to split, but how can I trust you? How do I know that this random bloke from Kentish Town, presumably Kentish Town, is going to split the money with me?
Because listen, we're both born and raised from the same area. We're literally brothers. We're literally one, okay? If we split the money, we'll go Nando's. You know the Kentish Town Nando's. We'll go Nando's there. Maybe even go Iceland, get some stuff for the family at home. Okay, listen, please. We both need the money. Let's just split it, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't do this, please. That we need it.
It looks like Jaden's a bit hesitant on what Richard's saying, and the minute is up. So you two need to come to a conclusion.
Don't know if I
Have
can
you
trust
got
this
your
guy.
answers? Yeah. Jaden?
Don't know if I can trust him, but I've got my answer.
Okay, ready. Say it in
3, 2, 1.
Still.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Jaden, what did you say?
I said still. I trusted you.
And Richard, what did you say?
I said still Jaden, man.
I trusted you.
Oh my gosh.
Jaden, what do you mean you trusted him?
You stole the money from me. How could you trust me?
You just went on. You went on and on.
Oh my
we're gonna split.
gosh.
I thought I'd take the money for myself.
I needed the money.
You're a liar.
Oh my goodness.
Richard crying over £50. Well, that's come to an end.
No,
gents.
don't try and embarrass me on live TV. I'm sick of this. I needed the money, Jaden.
Oh.
my
Okay,
goodness.
and we'll end the call with Richard there. It's been very lovely, this segment, but we're going to have to come to an end, and we're going to get back to some summer vibes. And we're going to introduce, what song, Merlin, do you want?
It is Feel No Ways by Drake himself.